So today we're going to be talking about top 5 mistakes that you could be making right now. You better check them out because you could be totally screwing up. Let's get into it. So the first mistake that you could be making is if you're sitting at home watching this YouTube video on your computer or on your phone or something and you have not yet tried to learn how to free skate. What? Maybe you think you don't have that magical touch, that magical talent. You think that free skating is not for you. Our very own Gabe Altier never learned to skateboard. Secondly, free skating is way different than skateboarding, roller skating, rollerblading. How are you gonna know you can't do it if you haven't tried? Why would you give up before even starting? Maybe you think you have the wrong body type for free skating, and you are wrong. We've had anyone from like 300+ pound MMA fighters use these to train to like 7-year-olds. So if you're sitting out there for whatever reason thinking that learning to free skate is not for you, you're making a mistake. Mistake number 2 is giving up. You are just gonna stop trying because you can't ever learn to skate. That is a huge mistake because I'm always telling people that it doesn't matter what happens on day 1, doesn't matter what happens on day 10, it matters that you make it to day 100 or day 1000. You just have to keep getting out there, keep having fun with it, and you're gonna get better. Don't give up, stick to it. Which leads me to the third mistake that you could be making, which is not trusting the process. If you're a beginner, this might look like you're trying to hop on the skates and like right away immediately, like it's a skateboard with your feet kind of in wonky angles and maybe you got the wrong skates on the wrong feet or something like that. You really have to trust the process, watch the video, follow along, and work your way through it. It's not gonna come magically, it's always a process. It takes time and commitment and patience too. This can also look like if you're actually already a free skater, you might be like, dang, I wanna do like a triple, dual, kickflip, switch it craziness when you still haven't even done switch its, right? Like these are fundamental tricks that add up into that madness of tricks that you see, you know, coming out of China and Japan and all the pro riders out there. They've been working at this for years and years, so they've been trusting the process and the process has been working. Mistake number 4 is having persistent bad form. A very common saying is fail early, fail often. You want to make sure you've identified areas where your form is off, where you're struggling, and not just sticking with it and burning the bad habits into your brain as you learn how to free skate. A lot of times, if you film yourself, you can identify issues with bad form. That might come in the form of your legs are too far apart when you're skating, your legs are too close together, or you favor having one foot in front of the other during a pump, or just using one foot instead of both feet during a pump. You should be constantly working on improving your form to make it more symmetrical and efficient and just make riding free skates and learning tricks easier for you. If you're doing it the hard way and you just keep doing it the hard way, you're gonna kind of burn in that technique into your brain and it'll become way harder in the long run to unlearn bad technique. So if you think you have bad form, take a little video, send it into our DMs or post it on USA Free Skaters and I'd be happy to take a look. Mistake number 5 is assuming that all free skates are created equal. I think a couple of months back at our weekly free skate meetups here in San Diego, someone was having trouble getting back uphill. There's like kind of a hill that we go down and come back up. So they were having trouble gaining speed on the skates. And we have there a bunch of demo JMK skates and I noticed he wasn't riding jmkride skates. So I told him to try out the jmkride skates. And it turned out that the bearings in these skates and several other factors meant that they were able to propel themselves much better uphill. And I'll be honest, I'm saying this not just as a member of the company, I'm also saying it as a free skater. I do see this pattern all the time in skaters where they're having trouble learning or they're having trouble getting over a certain plateau, and when they switch to JMKs, the difference is surprising. We release videos every week, so make sure to subscribe for videos in the future and check out some of our other videos right here. Happy skating and roll with us.